Well, hello, and welcome back, guys. It feels like it's been a long time. I don't know if it has or not, but it feels like it's been a long time. So, let's go ahead and start. There's no time like the present, so let's go ahead and start. In case you're new and you don't know who I am, and you're like, who is she? Where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been all your life, in my life? Where have you been? No, seriously. My name is Joy. I'm a synergistic kinesiologist. I'm also an author of a book called R3 Diet. I am a sports nutritionist in addition to a personal trainer. So I am excited to be here with you guys today to share with you the topic for today, which is not to be moved by what you see. I don't even know if that's what I entitled it. What exactly did I entitle it? I think it was not to be moved by what you see. But here's the deal. I still know that I'm in the right, it deals with what we see with our eyes and how, if you're not careful, it can hinder you what you see. Let me give you an example. I'll give you a quick example. The things that you see with your eyes right now, the things that you see, everything that you can see with your eyes, look around the room, look around wherever you're at right now, every single thing that you can see right now is actually a part of the past. It's already been thought of. It's already been created. It's already been thought of. It's already been created. So it is impossible for you to physically see something with your eyes right now that pertains to the future. It's impossible to physically see something with your eyes right now that is dealing with the present. Everything you see with your eyes right now is actually something that was already created in the past. That's why what you see with your mind's eye, stay with me, baby, because we're going deep right now. What you see with your mind's eye, what you see up here, what you see with your mind's eye, that's the future. That's something that is already, absolutely, Jermaine said it starts in the mind. Absolutely, it starts in the mind. That is where the magic happens. That is where creation happens. That is where you are building and creating what you desire and what you want in your life. So sometimes people make the mistake of looking around at the present, and they look around and they're like, I don't like my present. They look around and they're like, I don't like what I see right now. I want this, or I want that, or what I want or desire in life is not happening, and I don't like that. But really, that just means you're listening to the voice of limitation. You're listening to the voice of limitation. And anytime you listen to the voice of limitation, you are not in creation mode. You are not in creation mode because it's causing you to think about what you don't have, and you're in a lack mentality. You are not in control at that moment. You are not a creator at that moment. At that moment, everything comes to a complete stop. At that moment, everything comes to a complete halt. So just know that creation occurs when you have the mindset of creating, envisioning, imagining, dreaming, speaking, because we have a lot of power with our words. So you have to speak things into existence. You have to envision it, and then you have to speak it. But here's where some people get it wrong, and this is why they don't last. This is why they never see what they really want. This is why thank you guys. I see those hearts, the likes, the shares. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means we're here. That means you're feeling me, baby. All right, so here, this is an important part. Right here, this is an important part of the whole story that I'm about to share with you in a second. If you do not, and this is key, guys, if you do not shut down the voice of limitation, then it will control you, and you will not have more than what you currently see right now. That's why sometimes people make New Year's resolutions, and 6 months later, everything that they see looks exactly the same. 1 year later, everything that they see looks exactly the same. That's why it is imperative. It is imperative that when you get the voice of doubt, when you get the voice of limitation that creeps up on you, and it tells you that what you currently see is your whole life. That's what it will tell you. It will give you lies. It will say everything that you see in front of you right now this is as much as you can get. You can't go any further. You can't get more. And it is a lie. The voice will then try to tell you about your past, and it will remind you of things that you've done in the past. It will remind you of mistakes that you've made in the past. And it will say, because you made those mistakes are you. And that again is a lie. Those mistakes are not you. They don't define you. They define a piece of your life that now you've learned from. So how is it a mistake if you've learned something from it? It's impossible. Mistakes are perceptions. If you look at a mistake as a failure, then you're right. But if you look at a mistake as, oh my, I learned a valuable lesson in this. So now I'm stronger. I'm coming out stronger. I'm coming out wiser. Now I'll get to my goal even faster because that mistake is recognized and it is gone. It's no longer in existence. It's no longer a part of my reality. I'm not repeating it anymore. That's the key right there. That's the key right there. When you recognize that what you currently see in front of you is a part of the past, and then you realize if you want to see something new in your reality, that you now have to go into your mind and create. It's time to play, baby. It's time to create. It's time to create what you want. You envision it first, then you speak it, and then you believe it. And you don't let anybody come along to tell you, not even your own mind can come along to tell you that it's not going to happen. So what do you do if you get a voice of doubt or you get a voice of limitation that tells you what you desire will not happen? What do you do? What do you do if that voice tells you that what you see is what you get and nothing more? What do you do? I'll tell you what most people do. Most people ignore that voice. They ignore it. But here's the deal. If you ignore it, you do not solve anything. You do not create. It makes your creation come to a halt because you're entertaining that negative thought. You're entertaining it if you don't do anything about it. If you were at home right now and you were sitting on a couch and you had your feet propped up on a table and somebody walked into your home and just started taking everything they wanted to take. They took your TV, they took your chairs, they took your appliances, they start taking everything they wanted out of your house. Would you just sit there and be quiet? Would you just sit there and be quiet? Would you just sit there and continue on looking at your movie? Which now you can't even freaking see the movie because they took the TV. Would you just sit there continuing to stare at the wall? What would you do? You would get up and you would do something about it. You would get up and you would do something about it. So it's the same thing when it comes to your dreams. You have to protect your dreams. And when there's a voice inside your head telling you you can't have it, it's not a reality, it'll never happen, you're too old, you're too young, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you don't have this, you don't have that, it's telling you your limitations. Remember in the past when XYZ happened. Remember when you tried this and it didn't work. When you're letting that voice do that and you don't do anything, it is equivalent to you sitting on a couch with your feet propped up, letting somebody rob you and not doing anything about it. You take freaking control. You do not just sit there and allow somebody to rob you, because just like you wouldn't allow someone to rob you physically, do not allow the voice of doubt to rob you emotionally and mentally. You stand up for what's yours and you say, no. Okay, Jermaine just said you already lost. That's right. And here's the deal. You stand up and you say, I am. Because whatever you put behind the words I am, that's the new reality you're creating. And you stand up and you speak who you are. You speak what you have. You speak what you're doing. You speak what you do not see into your current reality. That's the fastest way to get it. And right now, the way I'm talking with emotion, that's called energy in motion. If it's something I want really badly, if it's something I want and it's a huge desire and I need to have it and I need to make it happen right now, I'm not going to be like, well, I believe that I'm going to have the desire of my heart. No! That's not going to get you anything. What happens when somebody has ever yelled at you about something? It went to the core, didn't it? It went to the core of your emotions. And so it's the same thing when it comes to what you desire. When you put energy behind the words, it brings it in lightning speed. You want to have it lightning speed? You need to stand up, not sit down, and you need to speak what it is that you want. And when that negative voice comes in to tell you that you can't have it, you need to open your mouth and you need to say, I. Now, this is powerful. These are my clients that pay me thousands of dollars to get this one sentence right here that they say anytime the voice of doubt comes in. So if you don't write this down, you're not serious. You're not serious. If you don't write this down, you're not serious. You should write this down. You should freaking type this comment into the comment section. You should say this every day when you get a negative thought that comes into your mind. The thoughts are going to come. So I'm giving you ammunition right now with this one statement. If you don't use it, that's on you. The statement that you need to say when those negative thoughts pop up, the words that you need to say is this: I am not available for that nonsense. I am not available for that nonsense. I am not available for that nonsense. You're not smart enough. I'm not available for that nonsense. You don't have enough money to start that project. I am not available for that nonsense. You'll never meet the woman or man of your dreams. I'm not available for that nonsense. You only attract losers. I'm not available for that nonsense. You have a hard time losing weight. I'm not available for that nonsense. Amari's on point. He's on it. I'm not available for that nonsense. And what will happen is this. This is where it gets beautiful. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is where it gets beautiful. What will happen is this. You will silence that voice of doubt. You will silence that voice of negativity. You will silence that voice that tells you your limitations. And what you will do is you're putting power out there into the universe, and you're causing everything to come to you in lightning speed. Because on the back end of that, I will say what I do want. I'm not available for that nonsense. I am only available for wealth. I am only available for health. I am only available for the finer things in life. I am only available for peace. I'm not available for stress. I'm not available for stress. Somebody posted something earlier, and they said something about entrepreneurs, and they were like, if you're a business owner, stress just comes along with it. If you can't handle it, oh well. And I said, no. I'm not available for that nonsense. I'm not available for stress. Everything I do deals with health and wellness. Everything I do deals with helping people with their cortisol levels so they're not carrying around belly fat. And so you mean to tell me the number one cause of belly fat, which is stress, because it jacks up your cortisol levels, you mean to tell me I'm going to get in alignment with that agreement? You think that I'm going to get into alignment with a statement that says, because I'm a business owner, I have to have stress? It comes with the territory? I'm not available for that nonsense. I'm not available for that nonsense. Well, you need to have at least $50,000 to start a business. I'm not available for that nonsense. I've started a business with $0 and turned it into a multi-million-dollar business. I'm not available for that nonsense. Well, you know, after 10 years of marriage, it goes downhill, or you have to work really hard to have a happy marriage. I'm not available for that nonsense. Been married 19 years, very, 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 very happy, so I'm not available for that nonsense. What else do you have, negative limiting thoughts? What else can you bring? What else do you have, world? What else can you try to bring? I'm ready. What else are you going to try to throw my way? What else? Well, you know what happened when you were a teenager, right? You know the skeletons in your closet. It's not going to allow you to do this, or it's not going to allow you to do that. I'm not available for that nonsense. If it's the past, that means it no longer is in my existence. I'm creating new memories. I'm creating new moments. Anything in my past is just that. It's gone. It no longer defines me. It defines a moment in my past, but it doesn't define a moment in my present or future. I am not available for that nonsense. And if I were you listening, I highly recommend that you start saying, I'm not available for that nonsense. If somebody comes to you and they say, you know, it's flu season, right? Everybody's getting the flu. I'm not available for that nonsense. But I am available for 100% health. I am available for energy through the roof. I am available for happiness and joy all throughout the day, and peace all throughout the day. What else do you have for me? What else do you have for me? I'm ready, baby. I'm ready with my powerful statement that says I'm not available for that nonsense. power statement of the day, guys. Until next time, R3 for life. Reverse, retrain, rebuild your body and mind. Bye.